Hey, welcome back to Magic Ball Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's currently the 27th of August. It's late on the Sunday night. Oh wow, CI in the house. CI is here. Not a lot of games going on, JNet. I think it's the finale of Game of Thrones. That probably explains that. And we're playing Cerebral Imaging, which is a combo deck. And specifically, this is a really negative play experience combo deck, so I'm gonna apologize in advance. Seems our opponent's not too happy about it either. MCA Austerity Policy is a card that just came out recently in the last data pack. And it's a pretty crazy card. It represents a lot. Not only does it represent a win condition through pseudo fast advance, but it also makes the runner lose clicks, which is incredibly good. Because there's other cards in the arsenal that let the corp make the runner lose more clicks, and in theory, we can make the runner have no clicks whatsoever, and then just hopefully win the game, which they can't play. This deck, we've been trying this a bit on stream. I've done some touches up to it, and I've been struggling a bit to get it to work. It seems like it should be more reliable than it is, but... So we're playing against Ayla, and she has NVRAM, so any hot tech cards against the CI matchup, things like Employee Strike, we gotta assume that she's holding on to there. And currently, we do have a current in hand, so that's okay. Question is where we want our ice. Excalibur on HQ is probably not too bad, because we want to end the run on R&D for sure. Now, if we put this on HQ... we probably want to draw once, because that'll put us to 4 cards, 2 of them which of our agendas, so let's draw once. Oh, that's a dead card technically right now, but... Now the problem is if we res any of this ice, we're going to be in a really bad spot, but we'll see how the Shaper opening is. Ayla can be also a combo deck, so sometimes she does want to interact with us as well. So let's see how this goes. So our combo is only actually about 4 or 5 pieces. It's not as complicated as it might sound, or specifically it's nowhere near as complicated as it used to be, because I know people used to play load testing decks in Cerebral Imaging kind of as just a joke, largely, like they weren't particularly good. Oh, that's a good tech spot. So there's a chance they could pull out Equivocation here, but they don't have the money to do it. Turning Wheel is really good in this matchup because they can eventually sweep all of HQ, but we really can't afford to go down to 1 credit, so we can't actually res this one. So there's not much else they can pull out here. So they get a single access. If they steal an agenda, it's fine. It's not like we wanted to draw it. And they won't get a turning wheel counter, which seems kind of nice. So that will have next turn, and we can install a Jeeves. So if we click for 2 credits, we keep everything in our hand, and we probably want to do that. I hope they don't play a run event next turn, because we really can't afford to install any of this ice. This deck is actually pretty light on economy. Most of its economy options are tied to draw. And, well, we got it now, so... that's some money, and we can put this card in the new remote. If they trash it, don't really care too much. But I'll put them back 5 credits a lot of the time. They don't have a lot of ways to help them trash things besides Parisha. Maybe they're importing Scrubber, I don't know. One of these cards actually came off of NVRAM. A second card just came off of NVRAM as well. I didn't see which came off. I would assume the Turning Wheel came off of NVRAM. Yeah, looks like it. So they're running HQ here. It's 1 in 5 that get an agenda, but one of them is an NAPD, which I don't mind if they steal anyway, so we'll let this go through. They got a Biotic Labor, so turning wheel counters are pretty scary. We might actually want to keep a Mother Goddess on HQ, just so that we can res it when they try and use the turning wheel tokens, or that doesn't work, because you use them right before the run's going to be successful. Councilman on the table. That actually does prevent us, doesn't it? It does do something in this matchup, that's for sure. We'll res this. Action. That's actually pretty good tech. I think we can get around it. Ooh, we have this one. I like this one a lot. So credit, we can do this. I think we still have to discard one. Oh no, we're good. So we just have to be able to res any of our stuff twice. MCA Austerity Policy is actually the one that Councilman does target. Oh, oops. Yeah, should have a credit again, huh? Yeah, we have Jeeves, we might as well have credit again. Yeah, recording. Nice. Now this card actually, if they trash it, we're in a really bad spot. It's one of the deck, and it's really important that we get this on the table. We actually also can get around the Councilman by installing 2 MCA Austerities in a turn. Resing one, if they de-res it, we'll res the other one. Because this doesn't target per name, it targets per card, I'm pretty sure. Sacrificial Construct is probably, actually that's largely why they have this on the table, is that they're going to be trying to stop a clot. Funny enough, we're actually not like a legitimate fast advanced deck. We are a very slow advanced deck. And that's good. So we need to draw up, and I apologize, things get hard to see really fast in the CI matchup. So these cards are actually, this is not like really good radio, is it? Right. So our combo, what do we need? We need a shipment for Mirror Morph generally to install everything. We don't have one of that, but we need an austerity policy, which we have. We have a Jenkins, which we have, a load testing, what we have, and a current, what we have. So we're basically only about one card away from being able to combo off. We probably want a second one of these bad boys, just on the basis that, I think we just have to draw here. Oh no, we have one of these. So we gotta install a card in the server. We have friends, so we don't really care what we install here. So we can install an Excalibur into a new remote, I guess. That helps a bit. We have one click left. We can install another card here. If we install this thing here, the Clone Suffrage, it's not great. We'd rather have it in hand because we want to be able to install with shipment for Mirror Morph. So I think we'll just draw once. And that's okay. We only have 24 cards left in our deck. We're going pretty fast. And so yeah, I think all we need is shipment for Mirror Morph. Oh, Employee Strike's on the table. And a Clot. And a Clone Chip. Okay, so we're going to have to play our current this turn. We can always biotic out, actually, to clear the current, but we can't because Clot is on the table. So we're definitely going to be playing our current this turn. And the question is, what do we do for the rest of our turn? Oh, we have another Ultraviolet. How nice. So we got a load testing in hand, and I think we want to put a Mother Goddess in a new remote. There's a chance that they're now running AI Breaker. It's pretty low. I think we have to discard one card here. Oh, no, we don't. We're good. So we can always try and rush an agenda behind this. Oh, oops. Sorry. Oh, I misclicked. Thanks. Yeah, that was meant to be the Mother Goddess. That wasn't meant to be a naked agenda. That's a stupid play. Maybe it's not the worst. Didn't look like they're going to run it. That's it. So maybe they can get through this. I don't know. We could always purge. They'll probably use a Satcon, and that's not too bad. I actually think we could have got away with this naked. All right, do we have another Austerity in hand? Because if we don't have an Austerity in hand, all we have to play is Victoria Jenkins. Low testing, low testing. And if they end, and I think we have it. But we would want another Clone Suffrage. Holy shit, things are hard to see. Yeah, it's really difficult to see this. So low testing. This hurts. So I don't think we have it just yet. Victoria Jenkins, low testing, low testing. What's in here? Nothing of value. Thinking. So Victoria Jenkins, low testing puts them on basically no clicks to run. But we can only bring one load testing back. So we can install MCA Austerity. We want a shipment for Mirror Morph these out. So we're basically still short one card. We could also decide to throw, like, overdraw and throw out our Victoria Jenkins and throw out our Clone Suffrage movement so we can friends them back and get 2 cards for 1. And that's actually pretty good tempo. So I think we'll draw 3 times. Alright, so we got 1 click left. I think we want a Violet level clearance here just to go a bit faster. We can throw out some cards. Yeah, that's good. So we throw out 2 cards here. We don't want to lose Victoria Jenkins. Do we still have a shipment for Mirror Morph? Have we got one yet? No, we haven't. Oh, there's 2 in the bottom 11. That's a bummer. We can always biotic for it and then pull it. Oh, no, we have one the whole time. Ah, beans. Okay, well, we'll throw out a Clone Suffrage movement. We'll throw out a Victoria Jenkins. And I think we have it next turn. If they dispel our current... Oh, we gotta throw out more stuff. That's fine. We'll throw out a vanilla. That's fine. I think if they dispel our current, we can still do it. It's going to be difficult. Also, if they could pull out something like a Beth Kilrain Chang, they get around our combo. However, we have 1 turn to react to that. So I still think we can do it. It'll be close. This deck is the low testing Jenkins deck, isn't it? No comment. So we're going to put them in a bad spot, that's for sure. Oh, they don't like it. And I agree. It's like a super negative play experience deck. Because once we get it up, they can't do anything. They just can't. And it looks like we might be getting it this turn. Alright, so it's really hard to see this with all the small hand size, so excuse me. And I'm going to do something that's probably not the most efficient, I'll admit it. With so many cards, it's actually really hard to plan this turn out. But we want to play 3 operations for sure. We want to get down... yeah. Okay, so we're good to go. Alright, so we'll start with our Subliminal. It's free money and also helps charge up GUs, and then we'll ship in for Mirror Morph. install 3 cards here. So we're going to install... Are there 3 cards we want to install? Yeah, MCA Austerity, which we'll put behind server 4. Other cards we want to install. Jeeves, we don't need it. Clone Suffrage. Into new remote. Can't ice that one up. We actually could put down a Museum of History. We don't actually need it this turn, though. I think we just want to do another Austerity. Yeah, we could put down a Vitruvius, but it's not that important. So we'll put this into server 2. Then we'll res one of these. Action. See if they councilman it. If they councilman it, we'll just res the other one. We should res the one behind Mother Goddess, actually. Okay, so we want to play another operation to get more clicks back. So I think we actually just buy... Oh, no, we'll play load testing. Load testing. So we have another click, so we'll hit an action on this. Double hit friends. To pull back Jenkins into new remote. And then this into new remote. And then I'll res this. Action. I don't think they can run anymore. I think we just won the game. Okay, so res, doesn't matter when we res these. So we'll end our turn, and before they get their clicks assigned, we'll res Victoria Jenkins. I think this is a legal play. I actually have to look it up when clicks are assigned, because they changed that a couple times, based on how it interacted with other cards. Oh, they actually still can't run it, though. Nah, that's game, yeah, I think it is. Couldn't find any draw or econ. So, if it's not obvious what happened at this point in the game, they don't have... Thanks, sorry about that. Sorry about the cheese combo. Hey, how's it going? I want to show you how this works. I took a little time and made this fake matchup between myself and my second monitor just to show you a bit of how this combo works. So this way we have everything set up just like the way we have it in the last game. We have an Austerity on the table, Austerity Policy, Victoria Jenkins on the table, we have a Jeeves, that's fine. We have 2 clone suffrage movements, we have a current online, and that's basically all we need. We played this turn prior, we played 2 copies of load testing. And I just want to show you what this combo does once it gets up, why the runner can't play anymore. So at this point, we just ended our turn. So you notice the runner starts their turn, which I'll do over here. And they have actually no clicks because this costs a click, this takes a click, and then the 2 load testings take a click. So we're going to go ahead and write these. The runner will end their turn, so nothing they can do. At the beginning of our turn, we'll take back 2 operations. We'll take this back. We'll take back the second one. Beginning a turn, add a subliminal messaging, and this is basically all we do, is that on our turn, we want to play 3 operations. So subliminal messaging gives us money, so we always have money. Oh, we got a mandatory draw. Subliminal messaging is money, so we always have money, that's good. And then we play load testing, load testing. This gives us 2 clicks left, because Jeeves fires, because we played 2 operations, and subliminal messaging gives the click back anyways. Then we hit this thing up, and now we have 1 click to do whatever we want, really. We could draw. For this case, let's just violate level clearance because we're going to have to find an agenda. And we found that, which is really good. And we don't have any biotics in hand. We also found our Museum of History, which is good. And then we end our turn. Goes back to the runner. Runner starts their turn. Got no clicks left. Let alone running costs 2 clicks. So we don't actually, unless they have a run event in hand, something like a knife, spoon, dirty laundry, we don't actually have to play 2 load testings. Anyways, so they end their turn. Our turn again starts, we get to pull back 2 operations. We'll pull that back subliminal. So 2 operations, we'll pull that back. Pull back this, and then this kind of rinses and repeats here, so we'll advance this. Well, we don't want to do that first. We'll do, oops, this, that, this. So now we have 2 clicks left, they have no clicks. Now they have no clicks, and we have 1 click left, so we can install an agenda. That's pretty good. We can also install the Museum of History so we don't mill ourselves. We can also install another clone suffrage to give us more choices of what we pull back from archives. Let's just go for the agenda. So we end our turn. Again, runner's turn, no clicks. They end their turn. We start ours. Subliminal comes back. Get our 2 load testings. And this is how it goes. So we add our second load testing. And now on a turn that we're going to score, what we want to do is we want to pop our MCA Austerity Policy. So now we gain 4 clicks. So now we have 6 clicks. So we have this on the table of Vitruvius, so we can go like advance, advance, advance. We gain a click back from Jeeves We can go ahead and advance this card more, which is honestly not a bad play. What else do we have to do? No, we want 1, 2, 3. If we have a biotic in our hand, we have a bit more flexibility here. We could advance this card once more. We don't actually technically have to here. Let me think. If we do, put that would be on 3 clicks. Nah, let's not. We'll play it super safe. So we score this. Great. We have 4 clicks left. If we have another austerity in our hand, which we can, we install it, we advance it, and then we put a token on it and play our 2 more load testings. But the thing is, you don't even need to have another one in hand. You can just play restore. Bring this back in a new remote. It's rezzed, token, and then play the 2 load testings. And this rinses and repeats, right? Like every single turn, the runner's not gonna be able to run. Every single turn, we're gonna get at least 1 credit, and most we spend like 3 credits in a turn. We get back our 2 of these. Did I click on that one already? Yeah, we get back 2 of these. We get back our subliminal, which we didn't play last turn. We could have played, and oh, they have the end of a turn, right? We start a turn, mandatory draw, and we just keep doing this forever until we win. And we only need about 6 or 7 turns with that. If we put Museum of History on the table, which is not that hard, like we can play Shipment for Miramorph. If we put a 3rd Clone Suffrage, we got a lot of choices. Like it wins. That's what it does, and it's unstoppable. The runner can't really stop it if they have no clicks. That's what it looks like. We didn't see it in the last game because the runner understood and they just conceded. But yeah, I just wanted to show what that looks like because it's nuts. Jump back to the finishing of the other video. So they don't have any clicks to run, right? Because they lose 1 to this. It costs 2 clicks to run, and we play 2 load testings. If there was no councilman, or maybe even at the beginning of our turn that we can res Victoria Jenkins, they'll also have no clicks. So on our turn, we les 2 clone suffrage movements. We get both of the load testings back. Once we have both of the load testings back, on our turn, we can play load testing. I think we only have to play 1. We can play subliminal to get a credit, and then we get a click back, and we have 2 clicks, and we can always advance this once. They lose another click, and this cycle keeps going on and on. I think I put more draw into this one. Yeah, you can need a good draw. Shaper loves that draw. And yeah, they're just kind of locked out of the game entirely. It gets harder if they play things like Beth Kilrain Chang. You can play around that by actually like bleeding your money to the point where they have less than 15 credits by just like rezzing garbage. I guess you can do that, or just advancing cards. You can make sure you have less than 15 credits. We'll never deck ourselves out because we can always install Museum of History. Also, we have cards like this we can pull back because we don't always need to pull back 2 of our load testings. I think we can only pull back 1. So you can always pull back cards like Restore, Friends in High Places, and then pull other cards onto the table. Also, once this gets to 3 clicks, you install Vitruvius, get a bunch of counters on it, and then on the same turn, because you have enough clicks, you can have to put back another MCA Austerity and keep loading it. And there's no way for them to interrupt this. Now, this wasn't like, we didn't get that lucky with our draw here. We probably could have done it faster if we took a better look at our hand. Like, I didn't realize we had a Shipment Mirror for more for a while. Also, this card does a lot of work. It's basically a 4-credit tutor for anything. And this is turn 8, and by turn 8, we won the game in a way that they can't stop us. Clot doesn't do anything because we're not going to score in a window. What does work? What is annoying? That blue guy, what's his name? Oh man, Political Operative is a bit annoying because we depend on some of these. I guess we can get around it by just having extra click denial cards. Like if they Political Operative this, we always have another one, I suppose. Depends on when they use it. I think I'm going to change up a few cards. Best of luck with the deck. Anyways, yeah, this deck is a bit fragile. New to this Au Revoir deck. It is a bit fragile. It's not like incredibly more fragile than other CI combo decks on the hasty ones. Sometimes the hasty ones can go a bit faster. But this one isn't like very far off. I think also this deck needs some sort of polish. It's really weak to count type, and so it's not like there aren't counters to it. Employee Strike, if you recur it often, it can be an issue too, as much as we are running 3 currents and a couple biotics. But that's the idea, is that there is this archetype now that does exist in which you just get this combo up and you win. You win because they can't run. And that's kind of scary. I'm not excited about it. I'm going to tinker with this a bit more, but yeah, MCA Austerity Policy is kind of a nuts card. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We'll have more videos on this channel coming up, and we're streaming on Thursdays. Ciao.